Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with part 2 of my Swiss Arabian oils videos. So this one is going to be their kind of art, I think it's called Artisan Corner oils. So I believe there are 24 different oils in this collection. They did send over full bottles of these, which I'm super grateful for. So thank you so much to Swiss Arabian for sending these over. I'm so excited to share them with you because there are some just absolute gems in here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. There is a sample kit that you can purchase for these Artisan Corner oils. I would highly recommend purchasing the sample kit, which you will receive all 24 of the oils that are in the line in the little sample kit, and it is $19.95. So I will definitely link those down below for you. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first one I want to talk about is called Alchemy for Her. Now I will show you with this first one. This is the size of the bottle that you would receive, and I should have done more research on how big these actually are, but they're quite big. This little bottle of oil is going to last you quite a long time. And these are only $14.95 a piece. I think every single one I saw was $14.95 a piece. I don't think I saw one any more expensive than that. So again, the first one we're going to talk about is called Alchemy for Her. This is coriander, rosewood, anise, plum, rose, tuberose, ylang ylang, jasmine, lily of the valley, cedarwood, sandalwood, vetiver, heliotrope, and vanilla. And this is stunning. I have tested this on the skin, and this is beautiful. The tuberose is very strong in this. It's not a bubblegummy tuberose. It's not overly sweet. You get a little bit of the soft powderiness from the heliotrope. There's just a lot going on in this, but there is a very strong floral, raw tuberose in the forefront. It is the most dominant fragrance, and it is stunning. If you are a tuberose lover, I think you would really love this fragrance. And again, that is called Alchemy for Her. The second one I have to talk about is another one. I've tested most of these on the skin, to be quite honest, and I have loved every single one of them that I have tested. This one is called the Bosphorus, and this is labdanum, patchouli, agarwood, rose, and sandalwood. This one is stunning. I want to say this one leans a little bit more masculine, but not so much so that I wouldn't wear this. This is actually very unisex. This is a beautiful, spicy, very labdanum heavy, with just a hint of very smooth oud in the background. This would be perfect for somebody that likes a rich, spicy, warm smelling fragrance that doesn't necessarily have a lot of experience with oud. This, I think, would be a really good start, because the oud in this is so smooth and so well blended and just gorgeous. So again, this is a very beautiful unisex fragrance. It is called the Bosphorus. It definitely leans just a hair masculine, but I'm gonna totally wear this. I've tested on the skin and it is stunning. And these oils are beautiful because when you first put them on, they're one thing, and they continue to change and develop, and at the deep dry down of them is something completely different than what you started with, which is just my favorite kind of fragrance. So the next one I have is called Orient Oud. This one I believe is decidedly more masculine, if I remember correctly. This is artemisia, citrus fruit, lavender, leather, spices, tobacco, agarwood, amber, and woody notes. And oh gosh, this is gorgeous. So this is very perfectly unisex as well. This is beautiful. You get the citrus. The oud is very light in the background. It's like there's just a very kind of nondescript woodiness in the base. It's gorgeous, and you can smell the artemisia but it's not sharp. Everything is very well blended and very smooth and fluid smelling. It's just gorgeous. This is one that come fall, I'm gonna be in heaven. I'm just gonna wear the heck out of stuff like this because it's warm and rich and spicy smelling. Speaking of spice, the next one I have to talk about is called Nice and Spice, and this is grapefruit orange, pelargonium, which I'm not sure what that is, pelargonium, pepper, benzoin, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. And this one is masculine. I do remember that. I just tested this one a couple days ago. And this one is very masculine, but gorgeous. This would smell so amazing on a man. It would smell amazing on a woman too, don't get me wrong. If you're a woman that loves to wear masculine leaning fragrances, you would love this. It's beautiful. It's citrus. That grapefruit is like a fresh, tangy grapefruit in the top. The lavender, you get the freshness of the lavender. It's a beautiful grapefruit lavender scent with a little bit of woodiness in the base. It's gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. So this is, again, Nice and Spice. Okay, the next one. This is one that I'm absolutely obsessed with. If I didn't already have a full bottle of it, I would be purchasing a full bottle of it immediately, especially for the price. These are $14.95, which is amazing. This one is called Tangier, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. I wore this all day yesterday. I could not stop smelling myself. It smelled so good. So Tangier is mint, tangerine, cinnamon, rose, amber, and leather. And this is gorgeous. The color of this liquid also, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's this beautiful, very, very light mint green color. It's so beautiful, and which is so fitting since this has a lot of mint in it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is amazing. Oh, you get the mint and then the tangerine mixed with that mint is just, it's fresh and gorgeous. There's a sweetness in this. The cinnamon is lending just a tiny bit, like the tiniest bit of spiciness, but really it's just creating dimension rather than creating like a spicy olfactory experience, if that makes any sense. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't smell the amber. I think the amber is lending a smoothness to it, but it's not dominating in any way. Really, the most dominating notes in this are the mint and the tangerine. This is stunning. And on my skin, this was like magic. So I cannot recommend this one enough. This is called Tangier, and it's just gorgeous. Okay, the next one is another one that I tested. This is one that I put on at night after I got out of the shower, and when I woke up the next morning, it had transformed into something else beautiful. This one is called Persia. And this is bergamot, magnolia, melon, peach, pear, tangerine, freesia, jasmine, lily of the valley, orchid, plum, rose, tuberose, and violet. So this is quite a floral heavy oil, but I will tell you that you really smell the green, crisp violet in this. That is the most prominent note, is that beautiful crisp, and it's like a green violet. It's not a powdery violet. It's not a lipsticky violet. It's not anything like that. It's a very crisp, beautiful, fresh violet. But I will tell you, when this dries down to smelling like in a Middle Eastern, I don't want to say spice market, but what you would imagine walking through a Middle Eastern spice market to smell like, with like incense wafting and being able to smell all the beautiful spices, and like even being able to smell like the fabrics or just the air around it, is what this dries down to smell like. It's really hard for me to explain, but it is This one takes you on a wild journey of like this beautiful, fresh, crisp violet and all these beautiful florals, but then totally transforming into something completely different in the deep dry down of it. This is another one I cannot recommend enough. This one is called Persia. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is called Agadir. I hope I'm saying that right. Agadir. This is Amalfi lemon, lavender, fruits, seawater, cypriol, amber, patchouli, and woody elements. This, again, is a decidedly masculine one to my nose. This is one that I want to get on my husband. It's gorgeous. Oh, you smell the bright crispness of that Amalfi lemon, but then the fruits bring a beautiful sweetness to it. Oh, it's gorgeous, and that's really what you're smelling in this one. The lemon and the beautiful sweet, like juicy, nectary, dripping fruits. That's what it smells like. Oh, I get a little bit of the seawater. There's just a hint of like a salty character to this. It's gorgeous, but it's so beautifully blended, and that's one thing that I can say about every single one of these oils is that they are so beautifully blended that even if there's a dominant note, it's not like compartmentalized in the fragrance. It's not like, okay, I smell the tuberose, but I can't smell anything else. It's like the tuberose is dominant, but I can smell all the other little nuances of all of the other elements to the fragrance, and that's how all of them are, and they're stunning. I cannot believe the quality of these, and I'm so happy to share them with you guys, especially because they're affordable. At $14.95 a piece, they're so affordable, and I really am just blown away by them. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is called Sea Breeze, and this is melon, lemon, water lily, citrus, and floral notes. This one is very, very unisex, and it's funny because on my skin, this smells like my beloved old high school signature Polo Sport woman. It really, really does. So I've been looking for a bottle of that fragrance for so long because I just want it in my collection for nostalgic purposes, but it's so hard to find. And if you do find it, it's funny because the glass bottle is like frosted white, so you can see the color of the liquid inside, and a lot of times the color of the liquid inside is so brown that I can tell it's turned and it's not going to be good. So I've been dying to find a fresh, or at least a bottle that's been stored properly, and I've had such a hard time, but now I've got this Sea Breeze oil, and it reminds me so much of that, of Polo Sport women, that I don't feel like I have to have it anymore. Oh, this is stunning. This would be so good on a man, so good on a woman. I have worn this, and it's so fresh and juicy and aquatic, but not in a bad way. I don't love aquatic fragrances, but this is such a nice, beautiful aquatic fragrance. Oh, I just love it, and it brings me back in time to Polo Sport woman. So again, that is Sea Breeze. Okay. The next one I have to share with you is called Marrakesh, and the name of this one alone is awesome. So Marrakesh is Kalin, which I'm not totally sure what Kalin is, coriander, green notes, lavender, mint, rosemary, seawater, geranium, jasmine, neroli, sandalwood, amber, cedar, musk, oak moss, and tobacco. So this is quite complex, but so well blended that you would think it's got 3 notes in it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, spicy, rich, warm, smooth, very light tobacco fragrance. You can smell the beautiful freshness of the lavender and the mint, and then the tobacco in the base just makes it smooth and warm and rich. This could be worn all year round, even in the high heat of the summer, because it's so fresh smelling. But it could be worn in the deepest, darkest days of winter because it's so warm smelling. Really, really versatile, gorgeous. And again, this one is called Marrakesh. Okay, the next one we have to talk about is called Magnus. And Magnus is apple, bergamot, blackcurrant, pineapple, birch, jasmine, patchouli, rose, amber, moss, musk, and vanilla. This is gorgeous. This one leans a little bit masculine to my nose. And to be honest, this one smells like, there's a fragrance from a little indie house called Gallagher. I'm sure many of you are familiar with them, and it's called Eau Fraiche. And that fragrance was too much for me. It was too cloying. It was one of those that made me sick. It made me really nauseous. This smells like that, but this is beautiful. It's fresh, it's light, it's airy. It's a little bit sweet. It smells very, very similar to Eau Fraiche by Gallagher. But so much better to my nose just because it's so much more tolerable. Oh, it's beautiful. It's stunning. I can't wait to wear this one. This is one I have not tested yet, and again, that one is called Magnus. Okay, the next to last one I have to share with you is called Anfas. This is plum, caramel, jasmine, lotus flower, citrus blossom, rose, musk, tonka beans, cedarwood, and sandalwood. This is a very beautiful, sweet, feminine concoction. This is beautiful. This is something akin to Black Opium, or more akin to La Nuit Trésor by Lancôme. But being an oil, it's so much less synthetic smelling than any of those fragrances. This is beautiful. This is sweet. It's a little bit gourmand. It's heavy on the caramel and the black currant. It's stunning. It's stunning. If you want to have something or wear something that is along the lines of Black Opium or La Nuit, this one here, Anfas, is the ticket. It's beautiful, much less synthetic smelling, just beautiful. I can't wait to test this one out. I would love to see the performance of this one. So now I will tell you, being oils and not having alcohol in them, some of them are incredibly strong and project a ton. I've definitely had that experience with some. And then some I have also had the experience of them wearing much closer to the skin. They're much softer, but what is wonderful about that is even though they're not projecting greatly to where other people are smelling them, you can still smell them all day long. So, and especially with these Artisan Corner ones, I've definitely had more luck with these ones sticking around and lasting a lot longer than they're just plain concentrated perfume oils, though they are all stunning. Okay, and I saved one of the best for last. The last one is called Dark Magic. So Dark Magic is decidedly masculine. This is cannabis, green notes, resin, tobacco, woody notes, agarwood, and frankincense. And this is beautiful. This does lean masculine, but at the same time, it's beautiful. It could definitely be worn by a woman. This is like an easier to wear version of Black Afghano by Nazumato. It's really, really beautiful. You really get that cannabis note. It's earthy, it's rich, it's warm. There's the just tiniest hint of sweetness. It is not by any means a dupe for Black Afghano, but it's in that same family with the cannabis and the kind of earthy resinous the earthy and resinous characteristics of it. This is stunning. This is warm. This is going to be so stunning in the deep dark winter. And yeah, I'm super excited to try that one out. That is Dark Magic. So anyways, guys, I will have everything linked for you down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Oh, no. Okay. So now let's talk about what is on my eyes and on my lips. On my eyes, I've got the ColourPop and Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette on. I can't stop using this palette. I love it so, so much. Okay, you're gonna hear dogs for a second. Her little nails clicking across the floor, but she's getting in her bed, so. Okay, so yeah, I cannot stop wearing this palette. It's gorgeous. I've got some of these mattes on, and then this is what I've got all over the lid, and then I've got this glitter kind of on the lid as well. So that is what I've got on my eyes. And then on my lips, I of course have a layered concoction, and this is an Ulta Beauty lipstick. It is the Radiant Shine lipstick, and it is in the shade Game Changer. And then over that, I have topped it with this Pacifica Highest Gloss Hemp Infused for Chronic Shine gloss. Hey baby. And this is in the shade Strawberry Rose. So that is what I have on my lips and my eyes. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.